really like my time with NPLC because I think this is more of a, it's more tight and more closely knit than just a coaching center. That's what I feel. I felt like in NPLC, everyone genuinely wanted to see the other person do well. And then, of course, so with all the help, you gave me so much advice on how to solve AILET, that kind of wisdom on how to attempt questions, which you just can't get from the internet. Those are things that you just can't pick up. And everyone else here at the center has also been so nice in just always giving us mocks, putting up with our outrageous requests.
Okay, hi Aditya.
Hi, sir.
So we have never been so formal, but yes. So to give a brief introduction, Aditya is All India rank 51 AILET this year, and we are interviewing him late. Reason being, Aditya, even after getting a rank 51, was very determined that once he actually gets into the list, then only we'll be interviewing him. So now he is there. The first list of NLU Delhi has come up, and Aditya, being ranked 51, has got a place. So congratulations, Aditya, once again. I always knew that this is going to happen, but then again, yes, we're totally fine. But so Aditya, how does it feel now?
So honestly, I just feel relieved.
Yeah.
I'm happy that because I expected the cutoffs to be close. I knew the moment that I saw the marks, everything, I knew that it would be on the verge. I think even you had said this, right? Yeah. It's very touch and go. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, it went down to, I think, 53. And I just got in at 51. So I'm really relieved that it went through. And, seeing what's happening with CLAT, all the uncertainty, I'm just happy that AILET has published their first list and that my name is on it.
And your name is there. So anyways, 51, the moment it was 51, we all knew that it has to happen. Now 53, till 53, it has got till 53, even when the CLAT actually hasn't come up with their final results, right?
Yeah.
So it has to go beyond. So there'll be many people who would be common. Like one of the example is Dhruv, your batchmate. So of course he'll be joining Bangalore, right? So that's what I can read his mind. I don't know what exactly he does. But there'll be many people who would be doing. So there'll be another seats, but your was a very safe zone, and 51 is like it had to happen. So anyways, I knew from the first date, but yes, I also wanted कि एक बार हो जाए तो वो ज़्यादा comfortable रहता है.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, great.
Okay, so I was studying medicine abroad. I was in the UK, and I just had this sudden change of mind, which is that I didn't necessarily enjoy staying there. I really wanted to be in India, and so I came here, and my sister does law as well. And I just thought that I wanted to transition to law. So with about 2.5 months, I would say late August, 2.5 to 3 months left before the exams, I just said, let me give a shot at these exams. And so I packed everything. I just studied as much as I could. And yeah, I mean, I took all the advice that you gave, of course, sir. And I just did a lot of mocks, did a lot of GK. GK was a really weak area for me. But I just worked a lot specifically on those weaknesses. And yeah, managed to scrape by and get Delhi, so I'm really glad.
So anyways, so you are one of the smartest students we had this year, and I think the entire batch also acknowledges.
Well, so in my mind, it was exactly that. It was that CLAT has happened, and I'm not going to get into college. So now let me just give the AILET with whatever mental strength I have left, let me just give the AILET and get through it because I have to give it. And I think, ironically, that lack of nerves that really affected me in my CLAT didn't hold me back in AILET. So the moment the paper started, I was just going through it really fast, not really worried about the consequences. Because I remember giving the CLAT exam when I saw an incorrect question or when I saw a question that I couldn't answer. My immediate thought was every mark is down one university. Every mark, you lose one city. But when I was giving AILET, that didn't come across my mind at all. I just thought, let me get through all of it. I attempted all 150, everything I didn't know, everything I knew. So I just gave it my absolute best shot, and I think that really worked in my favor. So in a strange way, I think CLAT going really badly made my AILET go well. Yeah, so I was really thrilled because as you've seen all my mocks, my GK was horrendous throughout, and my marks would be made up for, at least compensated by the other two sections. So when I saw that my GK was going to be, I could instinctively tell that I was going to get more than 15 marks because I knew that at least these many questions are right. In fact, there was a question about The Man Who Knew Infinity, the movie. I'd actually seen the movie myself. So I was just so happy because this is like, you see the GK, immediately you know the answer. And even the ones that I didn't know, you can take a very educated guess on what it was. So I was just really happy, and it relieved a lot of the pressure from this last section. So critical, which I thought I would have only 1 hour for, I had about 1 hour 10 minutes, which I really needed. So I'm really happy the GK was so simple.
Okay. And what was your number of attempts?
150.
150 full.
Yeah.
So what did you do with the GK questions you didn't know?
So
you
I
just randomly marked.
Yeah, I told myself before the paper also that no matter what happens, even if I don't know anything, I'm going to attempt the questions, because in an exam like AILET where you're competing for 47 seats, you have to, the chance of being sent back minus 0.25 marks doesn't do much, but going forward a mark really makes a difference. And if it's only 47 seats, you have to take a little risk to try and get into that level. So you have to try and get the highest score. Being just enough but not at that level isn't going to cut it for AILET. So that was my strategy.
Okay, but were you happy when you came out of the exam?
Yeah, I was. I think my parents told me this is the first time in 2 months of prep they saw me smiling, and they were like, "Yeah." I knew that I'd done well. I thought that I got 118, and I got 120 ultimately. Like that was the feeling. So I could tell when I gave the exam that at least a decent amount of the questions I was sure about.
So, anyways, you won't be very lonely at NLU Delhi. There are many of your batchmates with whom you will be meeting there, and I think you all are very good friends there.
So I really like my time with NPLC because I think this is more of a, it's more tight and more closely knit than just a coaching center. That's what I feel. And we had 50, 60 students?
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, we had 60 students, but it felt like everyone wanted to see everyone else do well. And that's something that I distinctly remember because I've been to other coaching, I gave NEET a long time ago also. So I've been to coaching, and in the past, it seemed like it's kind of cutthroat. Everyone wants to get more marks than everyone else. But I felt like in NPLC, everyone genuinely wanted to see the other person do well. So when I saw how many people did well, I was really happy for them, and I know it went both ways. And then, of course, with all the help, you gave me so much advice on how to solve AILET, that kind of wisdom on how to attempt questions, which you just can't get from the internet. Those are things that you just can't pick up. And everyone else here at the center has also been so nice in just always giving us mocks, putting up with our outrageous requests. So, yeah.
Correct. So that's a culture I have tried to develop here, so that I would want that entire center should get through. Yeah. Let's not make what other institutes do is they make a super 30 batch out of the normal batch, and then they do everything with them. I do not believe in that. Every person who is with me,
and a lot did, sir.
Like people have done very well. I'm so happy and proud, of course. So Aditya, now that you have got through, I think you have another 4-5 months, so we'll keep meeting. But any advice you have for people who would be writing the exam next year?
I would say, sir, my advice is what helped me with CLAT, which is just there are 2 exams. No matter what happens, get through both and don't let one affect the other. So if you have the wherewithal and if you have the general cut to get into one of them, you will get into one of them. So just stick through it, because AILET will go badly, but CLAT will go well. Or CLAT will go badly, AILET will go well. But one of the 2 papers will go well no matter what happens. So just don't let one bad experience, or even a bad mock for that matter, bring your overall scores down.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Aditya. I think you were a wonderful student here, and I'm sure you will do even well when you join the law school.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Best of luck.